You're getting your boost.
I got a text.
Your boost
I got
order?
a text from the state that said I may be eligible for my
Hi,
booster.
Paulette.
Oh, you're kidding me. I don't have my good pen.
You're getting married again? What?
No, I
Oh.
performed the wedding ceremony for Paulette's son.
Waiting. Oh no, yeah. No, the lady Kelsey was like,
No, the day
well,
that I
Kelsey's coming back. She was
I
sick.
was the day remember you said you were going to look into it, right? And actually, I think it was the day before the wedding. I was talking to Kathy at Borough Hall, and I said, there's still a question of whether I can do it as a former mayor, and blah blah blah. Right. So she said somebody heard her talk who was visiting Borough Hall. It was a registrar from another town, and they overheard the conversation, and they interrupted, and they said he can absolutely perform the wedding ceremony.
He's got nowhere to go. Yep. No.
Well, I mean, the mayor is a municipal official. Right.
Okay. Do you see that? When you go over that big open space,
Yeah.
there's buildings on the right side, a
good.
little lower, and the overpass. Is that where the aquarium is?
Always are. Got a
The
minute.
bottom line is you're somewhat against the tide. The place has been crazy for a long time.
Crazy.
Yeah.
H&M. Oh yeah. He would definitely work with not Jim Counselor?
Hey, Vito, come over there. Have you ever seen Better Call Saul? Have you heard about it?
Vincent at 7:30.
That's all one. That's all one sentence, right? So it's any mayor, stop, or any mayor not currently
you'll find
serving
that out.
on a municipal governing body, which means a former mayor.
Okay.
He doesn't realize.
Good evening. We'd like to call this meeting to order. Welcome, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. This meeting is being held pursuant to the schedule of meetings adopted at the organizational meeting held January 6, 2021. Adequate notice of this regular meeting of the Kenilworth Board of Education has been provided to the Home News Tribune, the Star Ledger, the local source, on January 8, 2020. A copy has been filed with the Kenilworth Borough Clerk, posted in the board office, Kenilworth Borough Hall, Burley, and Harding Schools, as is provided by the Open Public Meetings Act.
Thank you, Mr. Ganal. Please join us in the salute to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Ganal, can we please have roll call?
Biner. Here. Braun. Here. David.
Here.
Drogan. Here. Haberther.
Here.
Jankowitz.
Here.
Dottie. Here. Panici.
Here.
Zimmerman. Here. We have quorum.
Thank you. Receiving of the minutes, can we please have a motion to accept the minutes from October 12th, 2021?
So move.
Second?
Second.
Okay, motion made by Mr. Haberthurst, seconded by Mr. Jankowitz. All those in favor of receiving the minutes from October 12, 2021, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Reading and acceptance of monthly correspondence. Mr. Ganello, do we have any correspondence this evening?
We do not have any public correspondence this evening.
Okay, thank you so much. At this time, we will have the superintendent's report and presentations. Mr. Arlington.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We're going to start tonight by honoring several student accomplishments. To begin that honoring, I'm pleased to introduce our athletic supervisor, Mr. Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Arlington. It's nice when we can come together at the end of a season, especially athletically, and recognize some of our student athletes for not only their performance on the field, but also for what they're doing in the classroom. The four young people that we're going to be talking about tonight do exhibit the word student athlete. They're all excellent on the playing field, and they all excel in the classroom. So when you see and hear the term student athlete, it's nice to see these four that we're going to recognize tonight. I will discuss the football players, and then Coach McGowan will discuss the soccer players that we are honoring tonight. First young man he's only a junior. He's one of the captains of our team this year. Did an outstanding job all year. He has accounted for over 1,600 yards and has accounted for 18 touchdowns for us. He's definitely going to be a first-team all-conference selection, and hopefully he'll do something on the county and state level as well. Excited that he'll be back for his senior year next year. Junior Matt Sims. Next young man is a senior for us. He's also a captain of our team. Statistically, he missed 2 games this year due to injury, but the numbers he put up were phenomenal compared to many of the other players in our conference and in the county. With 2 less games, he accounted for over 1,000 yards and 15 touchdowns, and he was definitely the backbone of our team this year. Also does a great job on the baseball field for us as well. Really going to miss him as a senior. Quinn Lonergan.
Okay.
Coach McGowan.
All right, I'm up. Good evening. First, I'd like to just thank the board and the administration for how they've handled athletics over the past 18 months. It's been a very trying time for athletes, for coaches, for everyone involved, and I feel like the school did a superior job creating a very safe environment for our athletes and providing an opportunity for us to actually have sports and actually conduct somewhat of a normal schedule. And the first athlete that I'd like to talk about is Alex Morales, who's our senior captain this year, who, as a result of getting that opportunity last season, was able to have the memory of a lifetime, scoring a game-winning goal in overtime in a semifinal state sectional tournament game. It's a moment he'll never forget for the rest of his life, and it wouldn't have existed if we didn't get these kids on the field. He followed up this year with a terrific senior season, scored 17 goals. In 4 games, he had 3 goals or more. He led the team back to a sectional quarterfinal match, and he just was a tremendous leader all season long. Alex Morales. Alex promised me that he was going to give a long speech, so Alex, the floor is yours. You want it? No? Oh, okay. Next time. Maybe next time we'll get him up here and speak. And then the next athlete that I'd like to recognize, Coach O'Brien. The girls coach couldn't make it tonight. He's got some coaching obligations, but he sent me some things to say about Catherine Goger. He said, Kat had an excellent season. Her stats say a lot, In 17 games, she had 182 saves, averaging just under 11 saves per game. She had 8 games with double-digit saves, including a 19-save performance in both games against New Providence. Kat served as this year's captain and was a fantastic leader. She led in a positive way where her teammates admired and respected her, which is not an easy thing to do. Her commitment and dedication to the team served as a positive role model to our younger players. We'll miss Kat next year and want to wish her the best of luck in college. Catherine Gogert.
You want to take pictures? If anybody wants to take pictures now, come up and take them.
You want to take pictures?
Yeah, come take, the parents, yeah, if you want to take pictures.
I dropped the ball. I had some better ones. I have some unfaced.
I remember when I was in school, they were like, when I was like in the 90s, they were like 20 hours, and now they're close to 4 with like all the patches and stuff. At least they still make them, which is good.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations.
To help honor 2 more pretty remarkable students, Mr. Davies will introduce some recent students of the month.
Thank you, Mr. Arlington. Thank you, Board of Education, for allowing me to speak tonight. And also, I want to extend my congratulations to our student athletes, Matt, Quinn, Alex, and Kat. What a great fall season you provided us here at David Brearley in your various sports. So thank you and congratulations to you. I have the privilege of recognizing 2 of our students who have been named at the high school level Students of the Month. Unfortunately, Alyssa Carew was unable to be with us tonight, but congratulations to Alyssa for being recognized as the September Student of the Month for David Brearley High School. But joining us tonight is another senior, Justin Hemhauser. And I want to recognize Justin tonight for being recognized as David Brearley High School Student of the Month for October. Justin is one of the most genuine students at David Brearley. He cares deeply about the well-being of his fellow students, and he has been extremely involved in the Be Nice company during his time here, as well as he is a suicide prevention activist. He is fascinated by psychology and dreams of becoming a neuropsychologist, possibly after college. Justin's cheerful disposition radiates throughout the halls, creating a sense of positivity among the students and staff members. He is polite, he is funny, he is friendly, he is smart, and on top of all that, he has shown such a wonderful upward trend in his grades all throughout his career here at David Brearley, and his grade point average as well. Justin participates in several different AP classes in his senior year. He's currently enrolled in AP Psychology and AP Environmental Science. David Brearley is lucky to have a student like Justin. I personally have gotten to know Justin over the last few months because he's an avid chess player, and he enjoys playing a game of chess from time to time during his lunch period, and he's beaten me, yes. He's also the creator of the famous move in chess called the double lollipop, which is a pretty impressive move that I don't quite understand yet. But he's an avid chess player, a wonderful young man, and David Brearley is honored to congratulate him as the Student of the Month for October. Congratulations, Justin.
Alyssa's not here, right?
Thank you, board, and thank you, Mr. Ellington, for the time.
Thank you. We're happy to have you stay for the remainder of our meeting, but we're also understanding if you'd like to adjourn and head home. Thank you guys for coming. Congratulations.
Bye, thank you.
Confused.
Okay, as part of my superintendent's report, I've shared with you this month's HIB report, enrollment and discipline report also. I'm happy to take any questions on those. As you're looking through those, just a reminder, there were no reported cases of HIB in the month of October, and later in the meeting, as part of Resolution 29, you'll be voting to affirm September's unfounded report.
Excuse me, Mr. Ellington. Sorry for the interruption, but Alex's dad just got here. Can we just get another picture with?
Of course, happy to. Yep, by all means.
Come on, Sam, let's go.
I didn't know this guy, Tom.
They booted me out of the last one. You want to be announced as well?
Congratulations.
It smells like chicken parm. Thank you.
Are there any questions on those reports? May I continue?
No, yep.
Okay. Just in closing, as it relates to the personnel section of the agenda, I'd like to wish well Mr. Cirillo, Ms. Reichenbach, and Mrs. Lasmanoso. Mrs. Reichenbach and Mrs. Lasmanoso have served our district as aides for 2 years and 9 years respectively, and Mr. Cirillo is retiring after 23 years of service. I wish him the best of luck. Also, for the record, the TAB committee will be meeting tomorrow, and will report out at December's meeting any committee minutes. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Anybody have questions for Mr. Arlington? No? Okay, so now we'll have report of committees, review of resolutions, and board discussions. First up, finance and facilities and negotiations, Mr. Ladati.
Hi, thank you. The committee met earlier this evening to review several topics, which included the 2022-2023 budget timelines process, future projects, including some long-term planning issues. The administrative setup documentation has been distributed to the leadership teams, and those forms are available to all district staff via the internet. Mr. Ganella has been formatting those budget documents in anticipation of the administrator submission of their budgets in early December. The ESSER 3 American Recovery Plan application is due to the state later this month. The grant does not include the Board of Education approval for submission, but Mr. Ganella will be doing a full accounting and will be provided to the board in the December meeting, right? Vince, in December you're going to do that? So that's what I have for my report. As for resolutions, the first 5 are the financial ones and the educational piece. The financials are all proper. Found no issues with any of the financial billing results. 6 is the MOA, Education and Law Enforcement Agreement. It's 71 pages, I think, 71, 75 pages. Covers the gamut of what could happen in the school with the MOA, with the law enforcement. Some of them are securing, dangerous substances, notification of parents, cyber harassment, et cetera, and it goes on and on. I don't know if anybody has had to read it, but it's a fun 71-page document to get through. 7 is the Bridges to Employment Agreement. Basically, that just helps our special ed students, people get ready for business, get employed. So that's about. 8 is pretty self-explanatory. 9 is in CUSAC, so that's the review committee. So that's pretty straightforward also. So that's what I have. Only 9 this month.
Any questions? Okay, thank you, Mr. Ladati.
Oh, can I just make one set on the, can I just do my negotiation thing right now real quick? We're waiting the pending ratification by the KEA. We're hoping that comes soon, and then we're hoping to get the board to ratify it in the December meeting. That's where we stand on that.
Questions? No? Okay, thank you so much. Personnel and Management, Mr. Haberther.
19 resolutions tonight. Resolution 10, 11, 12 are the acceptance of resignation/retirements. Resolution 13 approves the rehire of a custodial worker. Resolution 14 is the approval to hire an elementary ed teacher. Resolution 15 is the approval of volunteer learning consultant. Resolution 16 approves student teachers. Resolution 17 approves district appointments. Resolution 18 approves the curriculum writing for staff. Resolution 19 are the lead teacher stipends for the 21-22 school year. Resolution 20 is the approval for the ESEA after-school enrichment program staff. Resolution 21 are the approval of athletic stipend positions for the 21-22 school year. Resolution 22 is a payout of unused sick days for Mr. Vanderzee, who just resigned. Resolution 23 is the approval of paraprofessional and lunch aides for the 21-22 school year. Resolution 24 is the approval of after-school tutoring, and Resolution 25 is the approval of middle school academy testing. 26 is the approval for home instruction. 27 is the approval of substitute staff. And that's it. I over-advertised by one resolution, so apologies. Any questions?
15 is this volunteer learning consultant. Can you just tell us what that's about?
She's going to help coach teachers and hopefully build our preschool program. At this time, she's willing to do it gratis.
Anybody else? Okay, thank you, Mr. Haberther. Next up, Curriculum and Instruction, Mr. Jenkins.
Sure, thank you. 2 resolutions. 28 is the adoption of curriculum. We have new curriculum for peer advisory and then a revised for 8th grade math. And then resolution 29 is the HIB report from September. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jankowicz. Next up, Policy Review, Mrs. Vaughn.
We have one resolution, second reading to adopt 4 policies that were previously presented, all of which are mandatory. Do you guys need to read through them, or? Policy 2425, Emergency Virtual or Remote Instruction Program. Policies 6115.01, .02, and .03 all have to do with federal awards, funds, and the internal controls related to them. That's it.
Questions? Okay, thank you. Anything under old business? No? Okay, new business? Sure.
regarding Mr. Cirillo's retirement. I know Kyle already briefly said, congratulations and whatever, but maybe I feel since... I'm sorry, in reference to Mr. Cirillo's retirement. I said, I know Kyle already mentioned it and said congratulations on behalf of the board. Maybe it's because he's been here 23 years and I'm in my 23rd year as well. I've never known a brewery that didn't have Kurt Cirillo roaming the halls. And the interaction that he's had with the students over the years and the number of students he's motivated and awakened a love of science in. I just want him, whatever he's going on to in his life, to know that he's appreciated here. There's a lot of students out there, my daughter, one of them, currently out there doing her zoology thing, all started with Mr. Cirillo's 7th grade science class. So I just want to say thank you to him on behalf of so many students who walk these halls.
I agree also. I mean, he was a great teacher, I thought. He was a good teacher. I like, he was very good here, I think. He was a good asset for the school.
He'll be missed.
Thank you.
Well, speaking of new business, I mean, Vince, we were talking about, like, I didn't hear what Michelle was saying before, and I know the acoustics in here are terrible. So when those temporary classrooms get built, is the plan to move back into the boardroom?
Yeah, well, we're not sure why.
I guess nobody heard me just then either.
We're not sure why the mics aren't working right now, but yes, the plan would be to move back into those rooms, yes.
Okay.
It's just the last meeting we had, it was very clear we could hear.
I said, we're not sure why.
The mics, yeah.
We're not sure why the mic isn't working right now.
So I didn't hear.
Yeah, and also the air conditioners.
Yeah, the
That's running
blowers.
also.
Correct.
Even besides that, it would just be nicer to get back into the
Absolutely.
room where we can see each other more readily than
Absolutely.
now.
I look forward to it. We don't have to set this up. Takes me
That's
an
true.
hour-
Good point.
Takes me an hour to set it up and 45 minutes to take
Okay.
it down. So yes, I would appreciate that too.
Thank you. Anything under old business? Yeah, no, I wasn't sure if that fell under old or new. Okay, so new business. We just wanted to say, Mr. Arlington already said, congratulations to all the athletes and coaches on a great fall season. And we also wanted to thank the Harding and Brearley PTOs. They did a lot of fall events in both schools for the students, and also the Kenilworth Rec. They did a lot of things for the fall to make it more normal for our students and to work with the families. So we just wanted to say thank you. At this time, we'd like to open up the meeting for public comment. Is there a motion to open the meeting to the public?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. First, I'm sorry. Motion made by Mr. David, seconded by Mr. Jankowicz. The meeting is now open to the public.
Make a motion to close?
Second.
Something went first.
Okay. Can I please, I'm sorry, you said the motion to close, you said, Ryan, is there a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, meeting is now closed to the public. Mr. Ganella, is there a need to go into closed executive session?
Yes.
Okay. We'll do roll call and then we'll go in.
Well, we'll vote on the resolutions first.
Okay, yes, that's what I mean.
I'm sorry, we go so fast with closing and opening these, old business new. I did get the invitation to go to any of the athletical games. Can we get a schedule? Is that, I guess it's posted, but I don't really go into the sports type thing. Of when these games are, I would really like to go to them.
I don't know if they do printed schedules anymore, but they are online, I believe. But
Well,
I
I'm
can.
just saying, like, if somebody could just tell me again, I don't.
Yeah, I've been, I guess not consistently. I guess sometimes in my Friday updates I list the athletics, but I can do that with regularity.
Get a hold of the director, let him do it. Busy enough, but thank you. Then I would try to log it in,
You got it.
All right, so there are 30 resolutions on this evening's agenda. Do any of those 30 resolutions need to be voted on separately? No? Okay, so this is for resolutions 1 through 30 on the agenda. Biner? Yes. Braun?
Yes?
David?
Yes.
Drogan?
Yes?
Tabitha?
Yes.
Jankowicz?
Yes.
Wadati?
Yes.
Zimmerman? Panici?
Yes.
Motion's carried unanimously. Okay, we'll now go into closed session. Is there a motion to go into closed session?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. David, seconded by Mr. Habethur. Be resolved, the Board of Education meet in private session from which the public shall be excluded to discuss the topics of negotiations, specifically KEA negotiations, all units, which private discussion is being held pursuant to Section 7B and 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act. Matters under discussion will be disclosed to the public as soon as final decisions are made and voted upon. Okay, Biner. Yes. Braun.
Yes.
David.
Yes.
Brogan.
Yes.
Habethur.
Yes.
Jankowitz.
Yes.
Ladati.
Yes.
Zimmerman. Panici.
Yes.
Motion's carried. We are in closed session.